Hello, John McConnin here with homeprices.expert. I have other URLs related to expert home prices. Homeprices.com and .net are some. In fact, we're looking at homeprices.net, even though you probably got here by coming to homeprices.expert or experthomeprices.com. Now, why do I have so many URLs? Frankly, it's because I'm fascinated by the process. I have subscribed to multiple, I still am active at the time of making this video, probably 3 or 4 different pricing algos. And what I've learned is that there's 2 things. One, occasionally the algos get it just right because there's not a lot of difference between your house and nearby sales. But most of the time they're off. Some of the national ones are really off because their data's stale. They're not getting it from the local MLS. And that there's a second part that goes into the actual pricing of the net that homeowners eventually experience, and that's the marketing method, whether they're using traffic or price as a lure. So I'm going to try to say this quickly because I can talk about this for an hour. But what's going to happen is you're going to, when you fill out the form, or you click the button, you're going to be brought to experthomeprices.net. You're going to put in here's a listing of mine that's currently on the market, 6311DIVI, there it is, Del Mar. Now you click that, you're going to fill this out a little bit. You're going to select what you want to do or what you're planning to do, and then I'm going to get it. Well, first you'll also go to an instant algo that if there are nearby sales, they're going to show you nearby sales, your nearby competition. It's going to give you a price, and it's going to give you a range. Frankly, this is the one I'm using because this is the one I start with because the information is there, and you're going to know, and I'm certainly going to know when I look at it, how accurate it is. And based on how accurate it is, I'm either going to use one or multiple different ways for me to get an expert home price. I can go into the MLS. I can use RPR. RPR is similar to what the appraisers use, but we're going to go in, we're going to drill down, we're going to get to the data, we're going to do our best. I'm also the market absorption idea that I will show you here. Let me see if I can pull this over. This is very important to know what pricing is doing and where it's going. You want to see how well your property shows, and then the market absorption idea is going to show how aggressive you can be relative to the anchor of market value, which is where almost all the realtors are, right? I mean, that's what they talk about. They use price as a lure, and if price isn't selling, they lower the price, and yes, I've done that at times too, depending on the marketing plans my clients have used. But why I'm saying this now is that I'd like to educate everybody into some of the things I believe in and I've learned. Now, we can talk about, this will show you month's supply of inventory, whether you're well, right now, this is clearly a seller's market. Maybe it's rebounding a little bit. It is a season to do that, though, so because it's late spring, so, it's still a seller's market. It means you could probably be a little aggressive in pricing depending on what your needs are. Now, that's all, there's well, first of all, there is a point to being an experienced realtor in terms of which marketing techniques to use, how to use the contracts, and how to negotiate. But what I'm saying is that this is a standard understanding among realtors. Most realtors could bring you in on this and explain it. But I'm going to try to take you a step more because I'm going to first explain a little bit about the pricing pyramid, and then I'm going to show you one of the best ways to get to the top of the pyramid. Now, market value. This is what we're all talking about. This is where appraisers are. This is comps and solds and what's going on. Now, a market absorption means up a little higher, down a little lower. Do you need to get out in front in a down market? Can you go up to the next level in an up market? But it's all springing on market value. Your realtor, if you're trying to get the highest net or sell quickly, your realtor needs to have marketing techniques that get you into the types of buyers that really want to live in your home. Whether because they want to live in your home because of the amenities, because it's near a golf course, because it's near a school, because it's near the tennis courts, because it's there's multiple relatives that can help out with babysitting. Because they grew up there. They just love the area. Your particular house may be special with the views. And this can add to the value of the property, but it can also appeal to a certain kind of buyer. But also you can market to those buyers. That's what we try to do with all our marketing. Our marketing is designed to get you to the top of the pyramid. But there's also the most effective way, and this is other than trying to sell my house my own and having experience as a lawyer, this is what really drove me into being committed to this whole concept. This is a book by Matt Jones. I had to pay for it, and the e-edition of this book, and it says everything that I learned and I know extremely well. Matt's a gifted writer. He was a gifted, and he's a smart guy. Let's just put it that way. He's been in business a little bit longer than I have, and he sold a lot of homes, hundreds. While I was I was of counsel to his company when he was trying to take it public or reviewing his options, because he set up a national lead aggregation company. He was just one of the very forefront people in using PPC for real estate agents. A lot of people have copied his methods, but this is a book that so perfectly explains his philosophy that it's better to use traffic. This is for people who don't mind showing. It's better to use traffic to sell your home instead of using price as a lure. And it also evolved from his selling his house on his own, not really appreciating what was happening, figuring it out, and getting into the business himself and selling his house for a lot more money. And over, I saw this when I was selling my own real estate investments, and when I was selling, I sold hundreds of clients, houses for hundreds of clients, and I got to experiment with price, especially during short sales, because my clients, if they didn't have any tax liability, and a lot of them, especially the ones with non-recourse loans, didn't, we could experiment with pricing. We just had to figure out, what the bank would accept and how fast we wanted to sell the home. If my clients wanted to stay in the home for a while, we could price it high. If they wanted to sell it quickly, we could price it aggressively. If we wanted to if they didn't mind doing a lot of showings, and most people picked sell it quickly by lowering the price, and we'll have one weekend and we'll see if people pay through the number. But we also experimented with offering for other people that didn't mind showings. We experimented with all the different pricing methods. And this is the method that I have two. This is the one I would choose first. There's another method I would also consider before I went with the standard real estate method. So here's this book. You can see it's big print. It's well laid out. You don't even have to read all the chapters, but you might find them entertaining. But you're going to go right to either chapter 2, chapter 3, or chapter 4. And I think you'll be very impressed with the difference between the traffic approach and the using your price as a lure. So now that we've seen all the things that you're going to get, and I'll send you this book right away when you put in your home address and your email. It'll be delivered to your email, I think, instantaneously. Certainly pretty quickly. I guess that would depend on, Google and the people who are in control of the URLs and the servers on the net. But this book will go right out. You will get a instant price analysis that you'll see right in front of you. You'll get my expert price analysis, and you'll see the market absorption, which will look like this. This is one. Well, it'll probably look like this, but there's many different ways. We'll go into the buyer's market or seller's market. So go ahead, fill out that form, and we'll get started. And I'll send your information over within 24 or 48 hours, depending on whether it's a weekend and also just how busy my regular real estate practice is. Thanks, John McConnin, homeprices.com, homeprices.net, homeprices.expert.